XFM 104.9. Steve, just back announced that for us.
Yeah, from the album Princess Superstar That was Princess Superstar and Untouchable Part 1. Did you enjoy it?
I really enjoyed it.
Good.
So I'll tell you what, I had two of the ingredients that I look for in a record. It was both fly and dope.
High five, man. Yeah,
okay.
You're sweet, man.
Coming up, I've got my film review.
Looking forward to it.
It's a great one. It's a great film. I've got a song for the lovers any minute now.
Sure. And probably loads more chat.
Yeah, there will be. There will be. PJ Harvey, This Is Love, XFM 104.9. It's Ricky Gervais show, isn't it?
With Steve Merchant.
Yeah, but you're going to keep quiet now, Steve, because I've got to do my world-famous film review.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. I know you criticise it, because I say I do sort of like films that aren't on, current release, or that I sort of just do the plot, or, but,
Have you taken that criticism on board?
I have.
Good.
This week's Ricky Gervais film review. XFM 104.9. Dandy Warhol's Bohemian Like. It was the Ricky Gervais show.
With Steve Merchant.
Yeah, exactly. And Carl, who's
Carl's
turned our microphones on. Can't believe it.
Good to see you, Carl. Good to see you, Ricky.
Cheers. Now, in a fun-filled and music-filled show, we've got music and fun.
Yes, looking forward to that.
2 hours, solid 2 hours. There's no gaps.
There's nothing.
There'll be no dead air.
There will be adverts sometimes.
There'll be adverts, yeah, but I mean, that's what pays our wages, isn't it, really?
Certainly.
And some of the adverts I think are quite amusing.
Yes, no, I think like the ones that you're on.
Yeah. We've got our hip-hop challenge. We've got Song for the Lovers, Song for the Ladies. We've got a film review. So
magnificent. Had any calls about that, Rick? Any maybe Channel 5 or someone onto you?
No, they haven't, no.
That's strange, that's weird.
No, but I think it's a bit ahead of its time because it's very unique.
Sure,
because it's not like other film, is it? It's sort of like it's a bit out there. Yeah, Anything caught your eye this week, Steve?
Rick,
Sum 41 and In Too Deep. If you're listening now, you're in too deep. It's the Ricky Gervais show. Run for the hills.
No, classic.
Yeah,
with Steve Merchant.
Yeah, whose birthday it is today.
Cheers.
Yeah. So someone never listened before and they heard that link. They're thinking, great, it's proper radio at last. XFM 104.9, just gone 1:05. Steve, do you want some great music today?
I'd love to hear some great music.
Well, I've brought in some good stuff. I've brought in Oasis, we've got Radiohead, I've got some Dre, I've got some Alba, I've got some Jimmy Webb. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
We're keeping it real.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I've got Charlatans, I've got Nirvana.
Any Sade?
There's no Sade.
No, that's a shame.
No, but I've been looking through the library and I have found Four Non-Blondes.
Brilliant.
Looking from yesteryear.
Looking forward to that later, Rick.
Yeah.
It was Carl, it was you that worked out the maths and worked out I was 28, because they just worked out I'm 27.
You are 27.
No way.
Yeah, I asked you, didn't I? And I said...
But what I sort of questioned was, I said, well, if you're 27 today, that means last week you were 26.
Well done, yeah. That's irrelevant. So therefore you assumed that I must be 28 then?
Yeah.
Whereas I assumed you were using, your knowledge of maths, such as it is.
I wouldn't do that.
No, sure.
Wow. I actually got lost in that conversation because I genuinely didn't know what he meant would mean last week you were 26. I don't know what that meant.
I don't know what it meant.
Wow. Well, it is Steve's birthday.
But he would have been 26 last week.
Sometimes you genuinely frighten me because it's those staring eyes. There's nothing behind him. It's this little bald head. Looks like Davros looking at me. Genuine fear on his face when he enters into a conversation with another human being.
What bit don't you understand? If he's 27 today, he would have been 26 last week, and he doesn't look 26. He didn't look 26 last week. He looks older than 28 today.
Muse on XFM 104.9. It's Ricky Gervais show, isn't it?
With Steve Merchant.
Yeah, we're all here. I can't wait.
I can't believe it.
We've got some great stuff coming up, Steve. I'm being honest.
Go on.
There's some great tunes.
Yeah.
We've got, there's too many to mention.
Don't mention them.
Well, there's about 20, actually.
Is there?
We could mention them.
Looking forward to them.
I've got a brand new feature as well. I'm doing a film review.
Loving it.
And, we do Run for the Covers and Song for the Lovers and got a new feature.
Go on.
That film sounds good.
Right.
It's not the film review. It's a track from a film.
That's brilliant, Rick.
Yeah.
That's absolutely
That film sounds good.
Yeah.
Something like that.
People will be desperate to look forward to that.
And there'd just be some chat as well.
There'd just be some natter in. Carl, have we got anything to give away this week?
No.
Ooh, it's a shame.
Yeah.
Quite like giving stuff away.
Yeah.
Makes me feel quite powerful.
Does, in the week, is there any meetings like, what should we give like Ricky and Steve to give away? Because I'll see lots of trailers for the breakfast show and that, Enterprise and that. Or do they go who? Comes Saturdays. Saturdays? What? I don't work Saturdays. No, but it's still on the air Saturdays. Is it?
Who listens on a Saturday?
Yeah, between 1 and 3. Oh, that's the worst time, isn't it?
They sort of hear you, taking the mickey out of what tickets you're given. And I think this week you could have had St Etienne, but they said no. We'll hold them back.
I love we're being punished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what we're being punished for being subversive and rock and roll.
Yeah.
Is that a crime, Rick? I don't think so. High five.
Fine.
You've got to hit the hand.
Yeah, I know.
Otherwise it sounds embarrassing.
You're a lot taller than me, aren't
just hit high five. Yes.
Play a
Sweet.
record. Ash, there's a star on XFM 104.9, 1:05. That means it must be well in. 5 minutes into the Ricky Gervais show.
With Steve Merchant.
Yeah, he's here as well.
Yep.
Well, we got some great tunes lined up, haven't
Have we?
We got Eminem, we got Coldplay, Oasis, we got
Brilliant.
De La Soul, Chemical Brothers, Dr. Dre, Garbage, R.E.M., The Manics, we got
Sure.
Muse, we got Feeder, we got some classic.
I mean, you've said all
Radiohead.
those names, Rick, but the chances of us actually playing all of those are quite slim.
We might not get to them if we talk too much.
And obviously, we'll drop a couple of those to play our own tracks as well.
Yeah. Well, they are our own tracks.
Yeah.
You know. Well,
I'm not gonna get into that now.
right. Here's Eminem. Strokes last night on XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais show.
With Steve Merchant.
Definitely.
Ahoy.
And little Karl Pilkington.
Little
over there.
KP, the K-Man.
Steve,
Yes.
don't worry anymore.
Okay.
I've procured some great gifts to give away. I was tired
Really?
of seeing all these other people getting gifts and that, and it was all going to that O'Doddle and O'Diddley.
Diddley, yeah.
And Anderson and Sturgis, or at least she steals them herself.
Well, at least she steals herself to sell them to feed the habit, and that's
Yeah.
fine. I don't mind that because it's
No.
industrious.
Exactly. But I have got Feeder, Echo Park. I've got the Essential Bob Dylan. Now that is a good giveaway.
That's a great giveaway.
And Reloaded 3.
Where did you buy these yourself?
No, little Carl found them.
I have to say, Carl, you've done an absolute dynamite job here, mate. This is great prizes.
And I thought we could play that trivia quiz where we're the challenge. If they get
Right.
someone to catch us out, maybe, or someone a question.
You confused me slightly. Explain again.
Well, we could play a little trivia quiz, couldn't we?
Right.
And then we could sell the fish.
Use
out
the
the
words that you need
man.
to complete the sentence,
And
Rick.
then, we could do this.
What's the quiz?
I don't know.
You've not thought this through.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We hide.
The problem with me is it's like when you multiply anything with naught.
To the power of
Exactly.
as well, it's still-
Nothing ever happens.
Yeah, okay, shame.
And I'm a fat little ugly fella like Reg Varney.
Well, there are lots of people
don't
there
have
that
to
you
say that
don't
on
like,
radio,
and you
because some
sort of
people
you
don't
could go
know.
up to afterwards and almost like metaphorically flip the bird.
What's that mean?
Last week, flip the bird.
You dirty. No.
Middle finger.
And see, I married Steve single. but
No,
he
what
doesn't
are you
go
talking
up-
about? Well, there are lots of people there.
I thought it was a euphemism.
Who you haven't got on with in the past, and then they're all being really nice to you. What I'm talking
We get
about.
on with everyone, don't we?
Oh,
What does
that's a
flip
lie.
the bird mean? What does flip the bird
means? You got that hipster thing.
The finger. Give me the finger.
Yeah, but I thought there was a dirty metaphor.
No.
You're always thinking this.
Don't bring me down to your level till at least 5 minutes. All right. Coming up after the break, we've got Steve and Ricky and lovely Claire. We're driving their desk. Right, Claire?
Hello.
Don't bend over like that, Claire.
Sorry.
Put a longer top on or something. You're right, boys. You're very studious there.
We are. We're working hard on the
Just
show.
working out what we're going to play. And what order.
I love the way you even live the pretense.
What about some Foo Fighters mixed with the Strokes, Ricky?
I wouldn't mind a bit of Strokes or New Order. What should we kick in with?
Undecided yet, Rick. Probably got some ads to help us decide.
That
advertising.
dilemma will be revealed in just under 4 minutes. Stick around.
Merry
for it.
Christmas.
POD, or Pod, as I call them. I don't.
No.
XFM 104.9. It's the Ricky Gervais show.
With Steve Merchant?
Yeah. So Dermot O'Diddley,
Yes.
3 weeks and weeks in a row, he doesn't even turn up. And now suddenly he's all over breakfast.
I noticed, yeah, you're standing in for the breakfast show. Why weren't we asked to do that?
Well, we
What I'm
were.
saying. Were we?
Yeah.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, but I don't want to get up that early, do I?
Sure.
I feel a bit hungover today, actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
What's happening? What were you partying last night, were you?
Well, not partying. We just went out for a couple of drinks and had a meal and then went to the Borderline and saw about... I'll tell you about that. It's good.
You saw a band. That's the first
Yeah.
time in years, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Like
Yeah, because, no, so, do you know John Sim, the actor?
Not really.
He's in this band, right, called Magic Alex, and it was really good. They're sort of like a friendly Oasis. They got, sort of
Yeah,
quite,
yeah.
it's quite mank sort of feel, but it's really good songs and everything.
Is he the singer?
Yeah, no, he's a guitarist. Nice, cool. But it was full of actors because of that, and I felt quite tall.
That's ludicrous, because you're a very short man.
Well, I am. I'm sort of. I was average, but now I'm not. I don't think 5'8". That's right. But there, I was like quite. It was like Lilliput. So I just got to hang out at actors do. Yeah.
This is the reason, because actors are often quite handsome people, but yet they're always quite obnoxious.
We are.
No, I mean, they're normally quite obnoxious, Rick. Again, you're a good example of that. And yet, I think it must be the small man complex. That's what makes them so obnoxious and so kind of desperate for attention. Didn't realise it before.
Steady on.
Because I tower above everyone.
You do, don't you?
I'm for people who don't know who are listening, I'm 6'7" tall. That's high.
Yeah.
That's big.
And for people who've never seen him, he doesn't hold it well. It's not like he's a sort of handsome athlete, is it, Carl? He's a bit of a what would you call him?
Carl, don't answer.
No.
Don't get drawn into that. You know the game he's playing.
No. Do you know yesterday when you were in the office?
Yeah.
You did a little move, and it reminded me of Blakey.
I hate you, Gervais. I hate you, Pilkington.
That's our stance.
Yeah, but even he held it a little bit better, didn't he? Because he was a man, he had a big coat and everything, and a peak cap. But, yeah.
I can't believe you. Like, I've not suffered enough from being freakishly tall. Now, two of my best buddies, live on radio, are just...
It's not just the height, though, is it? It's the posture and the face and everything.
But it's got your places, hasn't it?
No? What do you mean it's got me places?
I think people give you a bit more of a chance in your career and stuff. It's like...
Well, yeah, stacking shelves. Because I can reach to a high level.
XFM 104.9, kicking off there with the Dandy Warhol Steve. Sure. Ricky Gervais Show with me, Steve Merchant.
Well, then always let me say that.
Well, I thought you would...
What?
Well, it's 1:05, isn't it?
Already an error has occurred.
Yeah,
It's a shame, 'cause it could have been slick.
But, Steve, we've got some great music. I've been on a bit of a soul tip this week, to be honest. Yeah, I was a bit of a folky last week, but, you got stuff from, like, early Bowie, some Stevie Wonder, a little bit of Groove Armada. We've got the classics. We've got Coldplay, we've got Blur, we've got Ash.
Sure.
We haven't planned anything for the show.
Got nothing, have you? You're just reading the list of songs there.
Songs that I
Thinking
might
that
play.
will fill up some time.
Oh, no.
Anything interesting happened to you over the week?
Nope. No, I just swore off air, and Carl went, never swear in an on-air studio.
I love it when Carl tries to sound like he's professional and understands the business.
Yeah.
You don't fool us, Carl.
Yeah.
Eh? Oh, I wish I could buy like a Carl, like those Garfields you can stick on a car window.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon we should be able to get a car like that we could send out as a gift to people.
That'd be lovely, wouldn't
Just
it?
this little face pressed up against the glass, like a window licker.
Yeah, like you'd have to lick his face to stick it there.
Yeah, that'd be a joy.
Oh, bless him. Or one of those things you throw out a window and it sort of like flaps down. They sell them for a quid.
Yeah, exactly.
What are they
Or those
called?
little dancing
baby
cars.
pigeons. That's what we used to use. Or frogs from the pond.
Sure,
That's
yeah.
cruelty to animals, and I don't condone that. And it was a joke before the RSPCA phone in and say stop throwing frogs at windows.
Well, people who are listening...
And I don't mean the French, by the way. That sounds like xenophobic. Before someone calls in and says stop throwing French people at windows. Yeah. So I'm digging myself into a hole here, aren't I?
Yeah.
It's all gone horribly
Quick,
wrong.
mention the Germans and then let's go.
Yeah. I don't mind the Germans.
No, good.
Hives there on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. Steve Merchant.
It's with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sentences. and
It's
all that.
just using the traditional English
But you
language.
put me off. You pointed to yourself and I just said Steve Merchant.
You know what we do that every week. You introduce me. You
Yeah.
say with me and I go Steve Merchant.
No, yeah.
So it's a catchphrase that everyone's waiting to hear it.
No, but usually I go Ricky Gervais and you go with Steve Merchant. But this time you pointed to you, so I said it. But I didn't say it. It caught me off guard, so I didn't use the sentence.
Oh, I don't like the way you sit, right? I've read medically that if you're slouching like that, can you try and describe how you're sat? But you've got the kind of have you ever seen that picture of when John Lennon was off his head on Smack recording Let It Be and he was lying on the floor at Abbey Road? That's basically what Ricky looks like now.
I was scared.
It's not good for you. That look at you can't breathe properly in the diaphragm, so you're going to speak badly. Hey, listen, I was trying to speak medical stuff there. I was trying to run into trouble. Anyway, Rick, what are the words to Wham Rap? No, what are the words to... I don't remember Wham Rap.
What the hell's got into you? Hey, sucker. No, there's nothing you can do.
Brilliant. We look forward to a forthcoming revival of your music career.
Yeah. White Stripes, fell in love with a girl, XFM 104.9, 1:05 of a Saturday. That's what DJs say.
Of a Saturday, yeah.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
a Saturday.
Yeah, fast approaching.
Yeah, time fast approaching 1:10. What do you mean it's fast approaching? What's it speeding up, is it? Time speeding up as it gets towards 2:10. Shut up.
Ricky Gervais, obviously.
With him, Steve Merchant.
Yeah, and Karl
Let's
Pilkington.
not forget Karl P, the K-man.
He's growing on people now.
Love him. People love him.
People was thinking, oh God, he's too much. Now they're going, they love him. Like same as you. I mean, they still think you talk a little bit too much, but I mean, they love Karl. But I shouldn't say that because it rock your confidence.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I am a man of
nerves. Sorry, I'm sidetracked because I'm looking on the internet here, on the website for XFM.
Yeah.
Because I was, well, partly bored, but also I was looking on the other day.
That's nothing I said, though, was it?
No,
Right.
no. And there were some people commenting on the show.
Yeah.
And one person on there, I'm trying to find it, I don't want to misquote them, but basically, as far as I remember, they said that we knew even less about the music than the DJs that are on in the week.
Right. I think that is scientifically impossible.
Yeah.
So they've embarrassed themselves.
Exactly.
I think it's impossible.
You can't know less than the people that are on
I
in the
don't
week.
think so.
It's
it's
like trying to multiply with zero. You just end up with zero. It doesn't make sense.
I checked with Steve Taylor, the man with the knowledge. He should know. But I don't think that's really annoying.
It's so annoying because I'll tell you this, we are passionate about the music and we do know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Just because we don't read the back of the CD box like
and
Claire Sturgeon's
play
Orient
the
Campbell.
list we're given with the 9 CDs that are on the playlist every month.
There's a piece of paper here.
And Carl's looking at me like he's thinking, oh no, we're having a go.
You've given away the magic of radio. You get pieces of paper here and they've got little bits of details. So for instance, White Stripes, this is the next single off White Blood Cells, February 2002. Now, it sounds like we know about the music. We read that off a piece of paper.
Exactly. Whereas when we say about music and we're wrong, at least it's because we didn't know.
Exactly.
See?
All right? Don't criticise us.
Athlete and Westside on XFM 104.9, sunny day, 2007.
It's going so well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Going so well. But
Ricky
then,
Gervais.
once again, the English language tripped you up.
the mouth with the tongue lips was all over the brain and talk. The brain and talk through the throat. Oh, dear.
Oh, language is his tool. So, Rick, I think we should do some introductions because I think it seems to me every week everyone knows who you are because you're, the face of the moment. But they forget who, me and the K-Man are.
Well, with me, Steve Merchant.
Hi.
And the K-Man, who's our producer and friend. And can I just say that I really look forward to this show. Like, I get, oh great, we're going to do a show and we're going to play some tracks we like and have a laugh. But now I'm looking forward to meeting Karl.
Of course.
Honestly, I come in and I see his face and I go, all right. And I'm, just great, like just a little friend. Do you know what I mean? You know when a kid comes on to play with him and you go, oh, and they come out to play and it's like little friends. It's like that with Karl.
Yeah. Yeah, and if we don't see him in the week, you see, we deliberately stay away from him in the week so that he'll be fresh to us.
It was, go on.
You start off friendly, like you did today, and as soon as Steve turns up, you start getting nasty and saying things about my little bald head.
No, I said, look, okay, right, listen, let me explain. Karl was making the tea, and you know those bins, the sort of like a round sort of Metal Mickey type bin that you can take off the thing? I went, oh, that would make a good little helmet. It would make it look like Metal Mickey because it's the same shape as his head.
Sure.
Right? And I put it on and...
So far, so good, Rick. No problem there. That's just two mates having a laugh.
Right.
You're putting a bin on another man's head.
Right, it's right. So I put it on, and the swing bit, through gravity and the angle, swung and hit him in the nose.
Sure.
Right? He went, ow. And I said something like, it's all right.
Yeah, of course, because you were being amused.
Yeah, I said, it's all right, don't worry.
Yeah.
And he went, no, I've just washed my hair.
Yeah.
That annoyed me.
That did annoy you, sure.
Because there was lots of, like, shit and coffee and horrible gunk.
In his hair, or?
No, in the inside of the bin.
Sure.
But what annoyed me is he's hardly got any hair.
Let's be honest, he looks like Moby.
Yeah, so I said, I took the bin off.
Yeah.
And I was having that, and I thought, you
ruined my
twat.
fun is what
Do you
you
know what I
thought.
mean? I said, what's your hair? I said, we could do that now in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And he looked at me like I was in the wrong.
I know. Rick, that annoys me about him.
I know.
That doesn't annoy me about
Yeah.
him.
Star Sailor and Poor Misguided Fool. With me, Steve Merchant, and Karl Pilkington.
The K-Man, round of applause for K-Man.
Yeah.
But no one's announced who you are.
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais.
It's XFM 104.9.
Saturday afternoon. If you didn't know that, I don't know why I mentioned it. That was stupid, really. You must know that by now.
Well, we've got some great things coming up.
We have
haven't
indeed.
We've got songs and chat and things.
We'll also, of course, be running through the white van man questions from the Sun again, but this time Karl will be answering them. I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Can we do that fairly soon? Oh, there's some good questions this week.
Yeah, we will, but as I was coming in, there was like a bunch of posh lads, I think university students, trying to get in, because they're doing one of those scavenger hunts that they have to get points for charity and do stuff, and one of theirs is get on a live radio show.
Right.
So I sort of felt sorry for them, so I said they could come on here, just for 5 minutes.
Who are
that's
they?
All right. And they're just,
Are they toffs?
they are sort of like toffs, but they're trendy toffs. They're obviously...
Trendy toffs? I don't know
Yeah.
what's that. Is that like Lady Victoria Hervey? Is she a
No, I don't mean that, no. They're both sort of like that, Will off Pop Idol.
Right.
They like him, sort of like trendy but posh.
Okay.
They seem nice enough, and they're doing it for a cancer charity, and they just get
They got for what is it like? They got their sponsor to do various.
exactly. I
charities.
don't know quite how it works, but they're gonna come on and because we get for coming on this live radio show, they get 17,000 points.
Right. Good.
If I can put that in context,
Yeah.
if they were to say to help deliver a baby, they only get 7,250 points.
But it's much easier.
It is. There's lots of women just
Happily gonna let
dropping
a couple of
sprogs
posh
all
ones.
over the place. You can't get on a live radio show these
Exactly.
days for love nor money.
That's true enough.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
When are they coming in?
Carl said they're going to just
1:30. I had a word with them.
Okay. What did you make of them?
They are posh,
Really?
but they said they're going to wander about and go and see if they can deliver a baby and that, and then come back here for 1:30. And I don't know if it.
I hope they don't leave a baby sort of half out. You know, if they've got it. You know, they're push. Sorry, we're gonna have to shoot off. We've got to go and see.
we've got to play an instrument in a marching band for 8,500 poinds.
Well, I did say be here definitely at 1:30 because I don't want you getting in the way of the white van questions.
And the other thing is, right, they get 7,500 points for delivering a baby, but they get 9,000 points if they cut Peter Stringfellow's hair.
Well, he's very precious about his hair.
It's a more delicate operation, isn't
Absolutely.
it? There's more that can go wrong.
That's true enough.
Take an unconventional animal for a walk in a park. What is an
Unconventional animal?
I think that could be a dog that just doesn't play by the rules.
Yeah, that's a dog that's into Slipknot.
Yeah, that wheeze in a urinal.
Yeah, exactly.
Standing up.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward
Well,
to
yeah,
that.
I'm sure they're lovely guys. Good luck to them.
Yeah, we'll see you later. 07 distractions, very nice. Yes, I approve of that, Carl. Good choice there. Now, Steve.
Yes.
Carl came round to my flat. It was Tuesday night, wasn't it?
Nice place.
Now, thanks. Now, last week after the show, I think you guys were in the time you were in the toilet. Right, Carl got out the lottery ticket that he bought. He went, "I'm feeling really confident tonight." He was going. I was going. I laughed. He went, "No, seriously." He said, "Look at the numbers," and I looked at them, and I think they were 4, 6, 8, 20, 36, 48, weren't they? He was going, "I just got a feeling about those. I wasn't sure." He went, "Although, you know, my girlfriend said that, you know, if I won the lottery, we'd probably split up because we like such different things, meaning she likes to travel and he doesn't." And so he said, so what I said was, "Well, if I win, then I won't tell you. I'll just treat you a little bit more." Brilliant.
That's brilliant logic.
That is great. Anyway,
I'll look after her.
Oh, I imagine you take care of her. Yeah. You're a good guy. How would you do it then? You just sneak little gifts in slowly over many years.
Yeah.
You don't think she'd rumble the fact that you don't work anymore and drive a Lamborghini?
Well, I'd still do this, I think.
What, just like as a kind of beard, as a cover story?
Yeah, just.
So you'd pretend to come to work, but maybe off partying and stuff in the daytime.
Yeah.
Clever.
now, he didn't win.
Okay.
I phoned him up Saturday night, he went one number. One number. I think it was 8, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of 8s on my piece of paper, weren't there? So I think it was either an 8 or an 18 or a 48.
And he went, and he was disappointed. He said, "Waste of time." I went, "Well," he said, "No, waste of time." He said, "I've worked it out." I went, "Go on." He went, "There are 26 letters in the alphabet." I went, "Yeah." He went, "Think how many words you can make out of them." He went, "There are 48 numbers on the lottery." I went, "Yeah, 60 million to 1. He went, "Yeah." Not worth it.
I looked into that in the week, right? And there's even less letters in the Welsh alphabet. They've only got 20, and yet they've got loads of words as well. So even 20, the chances, if there was 20 numbers and you had to pick 6 winners, it'd still be really,
Unlikely.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You should be a mathematician. And anyway, so we got talking about it. We got talking, that was me, him and Jane around there. And I told Jane that he said about, if you won the lottery, no, he doesn't like travel. And she went, "Why do you like travelling?" And he went, "Well, I don't like planes. I'm really scared of planes and that." And she went, "Well, if you won the lottery, you could have a world cruise." And he went, "No." She went, "You don't fancy it?" I went, "No." He said, "If you go on a world cruise, what do you do next year?"
Oh,
Genius.
it's brilliant logic, Carl.
It's
But
great.
you know on the world cruise you don't actually see the whole world. I mean, you...
And if you did, it's not like saying, "Well, I don't want to see that twice." Do you know what I mean?
The world.
It is the world. It's a lot. It's a lot to see. And
Did it never dawn on you before about the numbers in the lottery? Have you been playing this for years and thinking that you had a good chance, that it was just like you and a handful of other people that were doing it?
Just as much chance as everyone else, but then when you actually sit down and think about what you're doing.
He's done it again this week.
Tough one.
He went off doing it one more time and he showed me the numbers and he went, they look a bit more healthy, don't they?
What numbers are you going for this week?
It's all right laughing, but we'll see tonight.
Yeah.
Go on then.
So look,
You know, people, if people do this and they win, if you take these out and people do these, you'll have to share it with someone. It's all right though, isn't it? Give them a chance. Tell them give people a clue. What numbers are you doing, Carl?
no, I'm not going to tell them all. I'll give you 4. I've got 5, 9, 12, and 26.
Okay.
You're not going to give us the other two?
No, because that's a big difference, isn't it?
What are the...
4's worth about $8,000 in it, but if I give him the other 2 and it wins,
Yeah. What are those 4 numbers again?
5, 9, 12, 26.
Pete Yawn, for Nancy, on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant.
Hello
Karl Pilkington. Steve, you got any other toilet-related anecdotes?
Rick, my life is just full of toilet trauma.
Yeah.
And Carl, you may not realise this, but a while back I used to host, this is bizarre, I used to host a radio show on the BBC World Service, right? Now, if you want someone who's the voice of integrity, the voice of intelligence, the voice of a nation, you're going to come to me. That's obvious. And I was broadcasting, so now they've got listeners of something like 50, 60 million people around the world. It's mental, the listenership of the World Service. And I used to host this show with
It's
someone
a big place, Steve.
The world?
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And anyway, so I had to be into Bush House where they broadcast from 10 o'clock every Friday morning to broadcast around the world to 50 million people, right? And one week, I just went to the toilet in my house, right? Everyone had left. I got there a bit late. I got up a bit late. Already against me. The clock was already against me. I had to be there at 10 o'clock, broadcast around the world. And we got 2 toilets in our house, downstairs one, right? And the door had already been a bit dodgy. It was one of those doors where you had to give it a bit of a kick as you went in. It was getting a bit tight. I don't know what the wood was expanding or something. You know, I'm in there. And same thing again happens. No toilet paper. I think, oh, God, I'm going to have to somehow kind of make it up.
Why don't you check first?
I normally do, Rick. I normally do. It's just on certain occasions when I'm bleary-eyed or something, I forget, or occasionally I forget. Normally I do check.
Right.
And you've got to bear in mind that it's not like this is happening every week. This is over the course of many years that
Sure.
these incidents have accumulated. So
You've condensed them.
for the
Two
purposes of
incidents.
this anecdote.
Sure.
Yeah. Yes. And great. You're just brilliant to keeping the pace up of an anecdote there, Rick. You've just drawn in. I don't know where I am now. Anyway, I know where I am. I'm trapped in a toilet with no toilet paper.
Yeah.
That's where I am. And I'm thinking maybe I peel off some of the wallpaper, things like that. But there's nothing I can do. I got to go upstairs.
Newspaper.
Well, exactly. But I have to go upstairs and find
Toilet paper, was there any?
There wasn't.
There wasn't? Oh.
I'm going to have to go upstairs and maybe find a notepad or something like that. And so I try the door, right? The door's wedged, and I'm pulling on the door, and I can't get the door open. It's just like it won't come open. And it's already, and I knew it was going to come to this at some point. Like, this is like, the clock's ticking. I'm trying to pull the door open, trousers around my ankles again. And I'm thinking, well, what I could do is I could open the window, I suppose, and like try and climb out, but not really, because I got the trousers around the ankles. And that's
Or if it was raining, just stick your ass out, 2 birds with one stone.
Sadly, it was a beautiful day, Rick.
I call it the World B-Day.
And so what I'm thinking is, I got my mobile phone in there, luckily, because it's in my pocket. I'm thinking, well, maybe I can phone, I would seriously
Kleenex.
Maybe I'll phone the fire brigade.
By this point, I need just dried.
No, it hadn't, it was...
Hold on, was that little puppy not around? Because sometimes you can call that, it's got a little bit wrapped round it.
Listen.
Or
This is
just
a
use the
serious
puppy
issue.
itself.
There's 50 million people around the world going to need
Yeah.
to hear my voice in
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Exactly.
And-
Where's Steve? He's not locked in the toilet again, is he?
Exactly.
Oh, no.
So I'm thinking about phoning the fire brigade, and I'm thinking,
Sure.
like, if I do that, it's gonna be the first call that goes straight on the speakerphone.
Yeah.
For like the entire fire brigade service
With
everywhere.
a butch hero carrying you down over his shoulders with your trousers around your ankles. Can I
Exactly.
just not pull him up? No, you've got to be learned to taught a lesson.
Yeah. But I imagine the idea of phoning up and going, hello there, I'm trapped in a room in my house. Oh yeah, which one is it? Oh,
It's
I don't
quite
need
small.
to know.
It's quite small. Is it?
Yeah. It's not the toilet, is it? Because we don't want to come and rescue someone who's trapped in the toilet.
Which
No.
service do you require? Paper?
So I think I can't find the fire brigade. The clock's ticking. So then I think one of my housemates is still in the house, but still asleep. So I phone the house number. Right, phone rings and rings and rings for ages. And eventually he answers the phone, right? Gets out of bed, answers the phone, yeah. Hi, it's Steve. All right, what's wrong? I'm
What are you doing?
downstairs.
What are you doing? All right, yeah. I didn't wait. I don't know. What are you doing? I'm just in the
I'm just
toilet.
downstairs in the toilet.
What are you doing? Well, I've finished what I'm... Have you got any toilet paper?
Any bog roll.
Yeah.
So he had to, kind of scraped together a few bits of paper, you know, and sort of tinfoil or whatever he could find in the house.
A cactus.
Come down
Oh, no.
Pass it underneath the door, right? And then I said, can you move away from the door because I don't want you to hear me as I'm, you know, wiping the... And so
You
he
didn't say that?
Yeah, well, I didn't want him to, you know, that's embarrassing.
Sorry,
That's embarrassing.
What were you wiping it with? Not tumbleweed. What do you mean? What
No, but
noise?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Right.
So then I say, right, can you smash
Why
the-
was he hovering? Why didn't he want to walk away? Will you keep your what was it outside with a glass to his ear?
Yeah. Thankfully, there was a window in the door, but it was frosted glass. You could just see my semi-naked body moving around. And so eventually I said to him, look, listen, I'm going to need you to sort of kick the door in. He said, well, I don't want to kick the door in because you're going to have to pay for it, aren't we? I go, yeah, but I got to go to the World Service. Well, yeah. And he was a lovely man. He's the weakest man you've ever come across. It's like if there's one person you don't want to have to throw their body weight against the door, it was him. He's like he'll snap before the door will. So he's smashing against
This
the door.
sounds like a fetish to me, though. He went in there, and there you were naked with lots of toilet paper. And you go, oh, you've broken the door down, and here I am naked. Again.
Oh, you've rumbled me, Rick. I wish I'd not told that embarrassing story on the radio. Like it wasn't embarrassing enough, you've just got to make it slightly more seedy.
Oh, so did he get it down?
He did it, yeah, and I got to the World Service with like minutes to spare.
Oh.
And interestingly, I told that story to 50 million people around the world.
Joking.
Did they understand?
I think so.
I mean, is that a bit of a problem when you're on the World Service? Like, thinking of things that everyone can understand?
Yes.
Because you can't
It's a bit
just
like
talk
when
about-
talking to you, Carl.
Yeah, exactly, Carl. I think you're on thin ice there, worrying about people understanding what you're saying.
No, but you can't talk about stuff that's on the telly and that, because some people say, well, we haven't even got a telly here.
Oh, yeah, you're listening to XFM 104.9. Play a record. White Stripes. Fell in love with a girl on XFM 104.9. Well, it's 1:05 of a Saturday.
That's true enough.
So it's the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Steve Merchant.
Hi.
Now listen.
Carl, no, say his name. Karl Pilkington.
Okay, I was just getting a little bit annoying because they're writing up now in heat. And
I know, they're saying
I
it's
mean,
not
it's
popular.
sort of like it's the Karl Pilkington Show with Ricky and Steve. So let's,
Has he won multiple awards?
yeah, no,
not.
exactly. No,
Is he
no.
one of the hottest comedy faces on TV? I don't think
I don't think so. No. Does he eat too much cheese? And
exactly.
Get a bit sick?
Is he
No.
bloated old fat 40-year-old?
All right,
I don't
steady
think
on,
with
steady on,
stupid fat
you
face.
goggle-eyed freak.
All right, now let's leave
You
for that
Wurzels.
straight away.
Oh, you'll be happy.
Go on.
The Wurzels have made a bit of a comeback.
Don't give me
No,
that.
listen, right? There's a Sainsbury's advert, and they sing a song. It's the Wurzels singing a song about something. Phone in. What's the number, Carl?
Oh, 700 800 1234.
Phone in if you know what I'm talking about. Just in general. Yeah, that's a new competition. It goes
Can
on
we
for
just
2 hours.
repeat that number every 30 seconds? And people can just explain what the last link would have been.
Phone in if you know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Phone in if you care what we're talking about.
Phone in, well,
So what's the Wurzels story? What's the deal?
no, I just thought of you because they
Thanks.
sounded like, and it's a song. That it's a modern song I think they've done, and I can't remember what the song is, but maybe.
See, what you mean? It's them doing a modern hit.
But it's
in
just
the
an
style.
advert. It's just an advert. I think it's the Wurzels. I thought of something as well. You know that I drove my tractor past your haystack last night.
I'm not that familiar, surprisingly.
What sort of person lives in a haystack? Maybe they don't live in it. Maybe it's just saying that's your haystack.
Well, yeah, they're probably a farm owner. But the problem with the Wurzels is, it's like, you know, if you come from the West Country, you're just constantly cursed by this. Oh, you must love the Wurzels. Do you like the Wurzels? Ooh, ah. And it's like, you know,
But then why do you do your hair and your sideburns like them if you don't like them?
well, you know, smocks are very comfortable, Rick. But, you know, I don't want to be kind of, you know, I mean, there's lots of famous things that have come from Bristol. Obviously, you know, Tricky and Massive Attack and Portishead from the area Portishead.
Yeah.
No one seems to flag them up every time they want to slag off the West Country.
Do you still make your own clogs? 'Cause
Yes, I
remember,
do.
That's fantastic.
Cheap.
You used to knit your trousers, didn't you, when you used to go? Was it why was that? Because it's just like cheap material.
Straw is cheap down there.
Our Freaks Electric, Richard Eccles, Sugar Babes on XFM 104.9. Steve,
Absolutely.
I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant.
Hello.
Carl, the producer. 7 minutes past 1 of a Saturday, and what a lovely Saturday it is.
It is indeed.
Well, it looks nice and bright, but it's deceptive because I went out and I just had a t-shirt on and I had my jumper on me. I got out there and I thought, this is chilly. I had to pop the jumper on.
Oh, no.
So, you know, just if you're just, you know, looking out the window thinking, I'll go outside, pop a jumper on or a jacket because it looks nice, but it is a little bit colder than it looks.
Rick, can I ask, were you wearing the jumper around your waist, tied with a knot, or did you have it over your shoulders, like maybe you just jumped off a yacht?
I popped it round my waist, and I'll tell you what, I tucked tucked my t-shirt in for neatness and comfort.
Lovely.
But I know that's a little bit dorkish, so I was
Sure.
trying to hide the belt line.
Okay.
So then I popped the jumper on, didn't have to worry about it.
Did
so
you
now
go
it's-
with the
Go on.
double knot?
I didn't.
Just a single knot, because that can loosen if you're not careful, especially if you're carrying bags or you're busy on the tube.
I know, but I wouldn't mind that as long as I didn't lose it. As long as I saw it loosen and fall, I'd pick it up and
You'd
then
be pretty devastated if you
and
fell
then
off and
clean
did
it.
this.
Not in the washing machine, no.
on.
I'd pop it in a cold wash soak, right,
Okay.
and then leave it out on a few towels or something, or pop it over the radiator.
So what's the problem with putting it in a hot wash?
Well, it can cause shrinkage.
Oh, no.
So coming up, we've got loads of tunes. We're going to be playing some of the best bands around, some new ones, some old ones. Might even play some Adamant. We don't know yet.
Let's have Badly Drawn Boy, though, shall we, Carl? Current single.
New Order, Here to Stay on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me.
We're here to stay
Yeah.
over the next 2 hours.
Yeah.
All right.
That's Steve Merchant there.
Hello there.
We're with our producer here, Karl Pilkington. We'll be talking to Karl a little bit later because we've got to have his thoughts on Aesop's fables, continuing the education of Karl. We've got some great music coming up, haven't
Bloody
we?
good music.
A little bit of, what have we got? Happy Mondays.
Badly Drawn Boy.
Yeah, all that. Bob Dylan.
All sorts.
All sorts coming up.
Yeah, Rick, I don't know, I just wanted to bring your attention to this. Someone passed this on to me. It's from the Guardian's media website. There has a sort of website that's dedicated to kind of media
Is
information.
this about our complaint?
Well, the headline is Comedian Rapped Over Radio Innuendo.
Right.
Jessica Hodgson has written the article.
Go on.
Are you familiar with this? Have you seen
Well,
this?
be careful now because we actually got a complaint. And not people don't know this. We got a complaint upheld, and
Well, all of this
we're very sorry. We didn't mean to offend, and it was a while ago. So we are going to be very careful. Carl's getting very nervous. We're just going to read out. We're not going to editorialise, Karl. We're just going to read out what the Guardian printed about us. All right? Okay.
Comedian Ricky Gervais has had a dressing down from a broadcasting watchdog for his repeated use of the word cock in a lunchtime radio show.
That's all right. That's what
That's
it says.
fine,
Karl.
that's what I just-
He's not
this
going to
is-
say
this
it
is
again. He's
news.
not. Yeah. Go
Imagine
on.
this is the news and
Yeah.
I'm reading it.
Yeah.
The Broadcasting Standards Commission upheld a complaint against the comedian for coarse sexual innuendo in the programme on London station XFM. The Commission acknowledged that the presenter's remarks were intended to be humorous, but took the view that the amount and detail of the coarse sexual innuendo had exceeded acceptable boundaries for broadcast, said the BSC in a statement. The complaint objected to a section in the Comics Saturday afternoon show when he discussed the different meanings of the word cock. Gervais wondered aloud whether the word was acceptable when discussing birds, but not the male sexual organ. A BSC spokesman said the comedian went on and on about it for nearly 5 minutes. XFM, a self-styled alternative radio station, said in its defence that its remit was to provide cutting-edge programmes for a youth audience. The station said the programme's brief was to include elements of alternative comedy within certain shows that would not fit within a more mainstream radio station format. In this particular show, it was not the presenter's intention to shock when they took a humorous look at how the English language could be construed in different ways within different contexts. Gervais, whose big break was on Channel 4's 11 o'clock show, has shot to household status through the portrayal of David Brent, the middle manager from hell in BBC Two's cult show The Office.
Just in case you didn't know who I was talking about.
He's a household name, but they just thought
you
they'd
might not have heard
clarify.
of him, but he is a household name. Now, that's good. That's good reporting, and they're quite right about it. And just to remind people, it was when Steve said the only bird that hasn't got a penis is the swan, and I went on about the male bird being called the cock, but I couldn't use that to mean, and it was childish. But what annoys me is, I'm sure I've heard things on like Radio 1 like that. Oh, what's what's her name in the morning? Sarah
Cox.
Yeah, and as there's a DJ like Karl.
Cox.
Yeah, so you got Karl. What's the matter? I'm just saying.
You're just saying-
there's a pair of DJs on.
Yeah, but
you know.
we've done this.
And
What are you talking about? We're just talking
it's
about...
names. They're just saying the names. Now, I love cocks in the morning
You're a big fan of Cox.
and at night. What's the matter with you?
Come
Play a
on,
record,
Carl. All right, we've taken it. Have you actually been rapped over this? Have you,
No, I don't know what
Have you
that
had a
means.
dressing down?
No.
When did that happen?
I don't know.
I was meant to tell you, and I never got round to it.
Okay, thanks then.
So don't do it again.
That was the Travis and some flowers through my window. This is XFM 104.9 of a Saturday afternoon, just gone 6 minutes past 1. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant.
Hello
Hi.
there, hi. Good to talk to you.
Karl Pilkington is over there.
All right.
Hey.
Keeps it real.
Yeah.
Respect, Carl.
Oh.
Rick, I just think, we want to lift off the show straight away into the stratosphere.
Yeah.
And the best way to do that, it seemed to me, was to resurrect a game we used to play when we first began the show in old XFM days. Do you remember the game? Do you remember the game Make Ricky Gervais
Rugby
Laugh?
hard.
Rub You Hard?
No.
No,
So what
that was only in the pilot. We never actually did that on live.
Okay, right.
No, it was the game Make Ricky Gervais Laugh.
Oh, I remember,
We used
yeah.
to get people, Carl, you probably didn't hear it. We used to get people to sort of send in pictures and jokes and stuff. And if I could make Ricky laugh on air with those,
He won a
particular
toffee.
things, then they won a gift of some kind.
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of emails actually saying people love your laugh, Rick. So in a sense, we're giving the public what
They
they want.
must be taking the mickey.
But this is a picture I found in today's copy of The Sun. So if you're listening at home and you want to know what the picture looks like, rush out and buy a copy, only 40p.
Yeah.
And it
Are we
amused me
sponsored
straight
by
away.
The Sun? We do White Van, man.
Exactly. It amused me straight away, this, because bear in mind,
Right.
it is one of the world's biggest rock stars.
Okay.
Just check out the face.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Look at that.
Oh, that is Michael Stipe. Oh, dear. With sort of like looking like, I don't know, some sort of Nazi officer. That's not libelous.
That's not like it's in your opinion, Michael Stipe.
Yeah.
He's outside there during the press conference
Yeah.
for Peter Buck's
It's
acquittal.
not a good picture. I love R.E.M. and I love Michael Stipe. I think he's a lovely man, but that's a bad picture, isn't it?
He's got big glasses on and
Yeah.
stubble, obviously still bald head. He doesn't appear to be looking at anything. He's looking right
He's not
beyond
like-
everyone else. Can you see that, Carl? I'll tell you who he looks like. He looks like Zig, I think, from Zig and Zag. He looks like
Well,
he's
there
a
you
Muppet
go.
made of foam.
Oh, love it.
Nice to see that game come back.
Yeah,
As a
the
roaring
medium
success.
of radio.
Yeah.
Oh, what a good picture that is. I hope you enjoyed it. Coming up soon, we've got Sir David of Bowie, Nicholas Cave, and Travis. Flowers in the window again. Play a song. New Order and Here to Stay. On XFM 104.9. Well, we're here to stay, aren't we, Steve?
True enough.
Well, for another 4 weeks anyway. Then we're off. Then
That's
four more
right.
shows. They'll have to order a new DJ. All right.
That was genius.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
I'm
It's
Ricky-
as simple as that.
I'm Ricky Gervais, Steve Mitchell, and
Oh.
Karl Pilkington.
Oh, man.
Did anyone read the Guardian yesterday? It was Steve's big. We were interviewed together.
I've
Steve-
never been interviewed before in the paper. I've certainly never had my photo in a national
We were very
paper before.
excited. We loved the interview. It was talking about our top 10 albums between us. We loved it. We talked really fast, like school kids. We were excited. It was a great interview, and all the way through, it was Ricky Gervais with his writing partner, Steve Mitchell.
Stephen Mitchell. It's
He
not
was
even
gutted.
Night Merchant.
He phoned me up the night before and he was gutted. And I know it's awful. And it was big letters and just all the way through and the caption. And it's just like, oh, God.
But it's embarrassing. Do you know what I mean? It's embarrassing because it's like I was trying to get in the paper. I couldn't believe my luck. And then that just draws attention to the fact that I'm not a celebrity and consequently they can't even remember my name.
But the worst thing was that one of my favourite albums of all time, I said in there, was Blood on the Tracks by Bob Dylan. And I said, because, I think one of the most beautiful songs ever is If You See Her, Say Hello. And of course, these people were sort of transcribing it from, a dictaphone. It came out, my favourite song of all time was If You See a Sailor. If
If you see a sailor. Oh, hello. Fruity.
Oh, Bob Drillboyd's up on the trap with Where's the Sailor Gone to? With Ricky Gervais and Steve Mitchellings. Oh.
I don't know. They must have thought my name was Mitchell all along. They obviously never knew.
The evidence is there.
But I don't know why. It was like they reported in the paper that we'd been nominated for a Sony, and it said Ricky Gervais, who hosts the breakfast show on XFM, and it's that sort of, it's just guessing. It's like, presumably someone's gone, does he host the breakfast show? And someone's gone, yeah. And that's their research done.
Yeah, but there was a thing about The Office set in Swindon. That's someone going, just writing an article about The Office. Where's it set? Swindon, I think. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even we research the show now and again, don't we?
Yeah.
Even we look things up. Well, actually, people phone in. Usually
Yeah.
that fella. What's that fella's name that calls in who's not got the website? He's got a funny name. Oh. Gilbell or something.
James.
Phone in if you remember what his name is.
Yeah.
James at Lose Control.
Yeah, what's his surname, though?
Oh, for goodness sake, this is just going to be interesting to him
Yeah.
and his friends.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You remember?
We better play another record.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. If
Johnny
you like,
Mango.
Mango, that's it, yeah. Now, if you like Elvis Costello's Alison, or maybe
Rick, I do.
Freeze, My Brother Jake,
One of my favourites.
stay tuned. See? Strokes, someday. No, that was a better choice, wouldn't it, to start off with? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, obviously. Steve Mitchell.
No, come on, let's get my name right from now on. That novelty's worn off.
What is it? Is it?
Steve Merchant.
Oh, yeah, that's the wrong one, isn't it,
The
Mitchell?
Guardian got it wrong. It's Steve Merchant.
And the more I say Mitchell, the more people are thinking
Exactly, it might be Mitchell.
Oh, God, sorry, Dave. But Carl wanted to start off with the Stereophonics.
Oh, loser.
Because it was a newer track. And Carl now, we've made him what he is. He was nothing when we found him.
He was like work experience.
And now he's going, we should start off with the story of France. I'm going,
Trying to
Carl,
tell you what to do, Ricky.
if I want anyone's opinion, I don't.
But
Basically.
he'd probably come to me, I imagine, wouldn't he? I'd be the first person.
Before Carl,
Yeah.
I'd consult you, Steve.
Thank
so
you.
just keep it, just because he was in
He had his
Pilkington
mobile
making
disco
music.
outfit. Pilkington
Making, I bet you never pleased a crowd once.
Did loads of times.
Go on then, what did you play? What's the biggest gig you ever played?
I did a social club gig,
Yeah.
and it wasn't just about the music either. I used to
What else could it be about?
I used to take prizes and cigars and stuff
In a youth club.
to give away.
I just love these 14-year-old manx hanging out going, let's go down here, you might have some fags and cigars for us.
Well, it was whatever was on my mum and dad's dressing table.
That could have been embarrassing, couldn't it?
That could have been deeply embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You've won.
And third prize, some handcuffs.
And a black mamba. I'm not saying that at any point in your upbringing, your parents left around any kind of marital aid on the dressing table. Don't think I'm saying that, Carl. I'm not suggesting. He doesn't like this, does he?
Well, I can understand why.
Oh yeah, because it's about
It's about his parents having sex.
Well, they must have.
Yeah,
At least 3 times.
I think I was an accident.
They
still have had sex.
Oh, Carl. I think it's been ongoing.
Just because my brother and sister are quite older than me.
Yeah, me too. I was an accident. I know that. Yeah. How old's your brother and sister?
I think my sister's about 39
Right.
and my brother's about 37.
Okay. And you're 29.
I'm 29.
Right. So my next one's 11 years older than me.
Yeah.
That was definitely a.
Do you want to have a hug, you two, or
Yeah. Yeah.
you're dealing with it now? You got over it?
Well, would you like to see us have a hug? Oh.
Oh.
God. I didn't believe this. He's got one day. He's got it. Carl's really grumpy and all stressed because he didn't have the record. We didn't want to play so we'll say it. We didn't want to play a certain record he had lined up because it's rubbish.
I know, but you do this every week.
Because the most of them are rubbish. So that's why we choose up.
No, but 30 seconds to go on the track and you're saying don't want to play that.
And you're going, it's stressing me out. You're meant to be at our beck and call. We've got
made
out
you.
We've made you. We got you out the gutter. And now you're getting the greatest mind in the world
Yeah,
and all
but
that.
that doesn't mean you can mess me about. If you were a doctor and you saved me life,
Yeah.
right, there comes a point...
In a way, we have, Carl.
Yeah.
Where were you
Go
going?
on, what were you saying? What was he going to say? He was going to say something wise then.
No, I was going to say, right, if you were a doctor
Yeah.
and you'd saved me life,
Yeah.
there's only so much that I could give back to you, right?
Okay. What would be
can't
unreasonable?
keep-
What would be unreasonable?
Well, you know...
Forget doctor, don't forget because no, the doctor's that's his job, right? Supposing I was just walking along and I saved your life, I gave you a kidney, or I resuscitated you, or I dived into icy water. What could I hope from you then before you start going? Hold on. What would you be willing to do for me until you sort of got lost your rag a little bit because I was asking too much?
So didn't I know you before you've sorted a lung out for me?
No, I just
Right.
gave you a lung, for example.
Well, I'd be a bit I'd be thinking, why has he done that? If
Suspicious.
But what I love, though, Rick, is the idea of you jumping in icy water to save someone, giving them a lung. I can guarantee if someone was lying on the floor screaming they needed your help, you'd affect a foreign accent and go, I know, understand, and run off.
Do you know what I did once? Right, we went out a few weeks ago, right, and some woman had her handbag nicked, and she was all distressed. He said, chase the fella, Carl. You stood there.
That's not the
Let's
move.
be honest.
Yes,
Look
that's not
imagine
true.
Ricky chasing a criminal. Look at his little legs. He'd never get anywhere.
I mean, he started to run, and then he passed Starbucks or something, and nicked for a short.
How did this turn on me? I'm a bad man because I don't give lungs away.
No, because
no one would want my kidneys or my lungs for a start. I know. Oh,
Did you
dear.
chase the criminal then?
I did for a bit.
He walked.
No, you didn't. Did you?
No, I did a little bit.
Yeah, we sort of spread out. We missed him.
Where was it, and what was the situation?
It was
Did
near-
you see a bag get snatched? Or
It was
something?
Carl
No, she was sort of crying and she was running. Some blokes came in, sat next to her, and then just ran off with her purse. And
you walked after them.
no, they'd gone, Steve. They'd actually gone, but it was just like a bit distressing because she was devastated. I know how she feels as well because I had a jacket, and you think, I've just got to find them now.
Yeah.
Where are they? Who are they? So she was really off her head with sort of like she was angry and sort of crying.
Yeah.
And it was horrible. It was horrible, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Carl? He's broken his mic now.
Oh, right, play a record,
This
Carl.
is
Carl, what are you
pathetic.
doing, mate?
I don't believe this. There's only 2 weeks to go. These should be special.
Carl, play the record. We've asked you to play the record.
Like you. You go on there, Steve.
Absolutely.
Stone Rose on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant.
Hello there.
And Karl Pilkington for the last time,
Indeed.
I'm afraid.
Yes.
So, we're going to have a little bit of a chat. We're sewing up some things with Karl.
Indeed.
We're giving away that prize, that BAFTA bag, and,
Playing some great music.
And we're just, I'm bringing in my favourite tunes. I'm bringing the Smiths, Radiohead, Cat Stevens, David Bowie, Neil Young, the classics. Steve's doing the same.
Indeed.
Well, Karl, the last time for... apparently, someone's got it a bit wrong. We're not actually away for 6 weeks. We're away for about... We'll be back in August, won't we?
Bloody hell.
Yeah. No, don't swear.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
On the last show, you have to say that.
Already brought the tone down.
Yeah.
Cheapened it.
And I think it's blasphemous as well.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, hell isn't, is it?
Isn't it?
No, I don't think that's not blasphemy, is it?
Taking hell's name in vain.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what was it you were saying the other week about the Queen Mum used to have the right mouth on her?
What?
I don't think we said that on air, Carl.
What?
No, but last week you were saying about bad language, and I was saying, there'll come a time when bad language isn't, doesn't matter anymore. You can F and Jeff and stuff.
Oh, I know what he's talking about, Steve.
Really?
Right, let me explain to you, the listener at home. Carl was worried about swearing, and as a joke, off air, it was last week, we were saying that in the 1940s and 50s, the Queen Mum used to say things like, and we were quoting things she'd said, but putting F's and C's in there, and you believed us.
Oh, so this whole week you've believed that we somehow had knowledge that the Queen Mum used to swear like a trooper?
We were doing fake quotes from her in her voice, but putting in F's and C's, and you believed us. I mean, I didn't even think... I thought you were going along with a joke, but it obviously made an impact.
Carl, we've said this. You've got to question and query everything. You can't take things at face value, certainly not if they come out of the mouths of Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sorry about that, Carl. It was a little trick.
Is there any other things now that, as
Is
you
there
look back
anything
over
we've
the
said that
time
you've been
we've
thinking
played
about
with
that I
us?
can tell you now that was a lie?
Anything you've maybe queried or questioned, you've thought, that doesn't seem right, that maybe Ricky's told you?
Something might come to me later on, but...
Okay. Well, what about, Carl, I mean, we love you, right, obviously, we know that. We've got great affection for you. We look forward to this. I'm going to miss you, really, and I'll tell you what, you've got a heart of gold. Now, wait till you see what the record is, Steve, and you'll see what I've done.
Is it Heart of Gold?
Yeah.
Brilliant. All right. That's why he's a bronze award winner at the Sonys.
I don't get up for bronze. I don't get out of bed for bronze.
Yeah, that's a waste of our time.
Well, here we are again, XFM, on a Saturday. Just gone 1 o'clock, Steve, if I'm very much mistaken. But we're not here, as such. We're away again, gallivanting around. We've got to do the special sort of best of again.
Okay.
Which we did a few weeks ago. So this is the best of the last 3 weeks. Which I think is... I think it's the best 3 weeks we've ever had. But I'd like it condensed into 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Some great music as well in there.
Yeah, there'll be some great music interspersed with fine chat that you've already heard.
Yeah.
Except this bit. This bit's new. We've actually, out of the kindness of our heart, we've come in last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've done a few clips just because we felt a bit guilty about shooting off.
Yeah.
And leaving.
Even now, having heard this link, I'm beginning to wonder if it was worth our time.
Yeah. Well, should we play a classic link?
Let's play. I'd love what from the last 3 weeks.
After this is Feeder.
All right, so here's the first bit.
Now listen, I'll give this one. This is an easy one. Now just think, right? Think just what it means. They're not that hidden. They're not that cryptic. Just think what this means, okay? Okay. When the Hares addressed a public meeting and claimed that all should have fair shares, the Lions answered, "A good speech, hairy feet, but it lacks claws and teeth such as we have."
How would you use that?
No. What do you think that means? This is translated from the, I don't know, Greek or something. I don't know. It was Aesop. Where's he from?
Greek.
Yeah. So shall I do it in my own language? Okay. So what would happen if there's hares and they have a meeting in the jungle with like loads of lions and go, "Hey, hold on, wait a minute. I think we should all be equal and share everything, all right?" And the lions go, well, yeah, it's easy for you to say. We've got claws and teeth.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's saying, like, of course the hares want that because it's better for them. The lions get nothing out of it because they're already king of the jungle.
That's right. So it's negotiating from weakness. Anyone can negotiate from strength, but negotiating from weakness is it's be lovely. It's a lovely utopian look at the animal kingdom.
But the way you said it is better than the way they worded it.
Well, that's because Ricky's very much the modern Lisa. I mean, many people have thought that. You know, that's why he's getting a lot of awards with the TV show. For him, that's a fake.
So look, hey, I'll take that home and read ones you like and tell me about the ones you like, ones that click. I don't care if you only come in with like one or two. Go, I'll tell you what, Rick, there's one thing that I've learned from that. You know, because sometimes you can know all these phrases and until something happens, you don't think, you know, everyone's heard, you know, to err is human, to forgive divine. And then something, you know, might happen, and you go, oh, that's what that means. That's amazing. So, you know.
Do you know any, Steve, offhand?
What's that?
A fable.
Well, I would imagine that the most famous one I've always remembered is the lion with the thing in its hoof. Do you remember that?
Paw.
The lion, yeah, with the spike in its paw, and a smaller animal gets out for it, but it still attacks it anyway.
Well, that's life, isn't it?
Well, I read one the other day, actually, which was very interesting. It was one that the famous film director Orson Welles said.
Oh, yeah.
Which he said, apparently there was a bear going across a lake, wading through the lake, and a scorpion said, well, let me go on your back, will you? Come on, just let me go on your back, we'll go across, it'd be brilliant. He goes, well, no, you'll just sting me. You go, don't be stupid, if I sting you, you'll die, and we'll both drown. And he goes, oh, fair enough.
Who was doing the stinging?
The scorpion.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And the bear's wading through the water.
Yeah.
So the scorpion jumps on the back, and they wade through the water, and halfway across, the scorpion stings the bear. And the bear goes, well, we're both going to die now. He goes, yeah, it's my nature.
I thought he was going to say, I can swim.
Oh, you're the best.
What's the one about...
Does that mean anything to you? It's my nature, i.e., you know, that's in my nature.
That's the way it is.
That's what I do. Yeah, I'm a scorpion. Yeah, one of my favourite ones.
These don't mean anything to you, do they? I mean, one thing is you're not impressed by them.
They're all right.
What about this? What about this one?
Don't trust bears or
here's one of my favourites. What?
He said, well, why not just say, don't trust bears?
The bear's the one that was too trustworthy. Don't trust scorpions.
Yeah.
Right, here's one of my favourite ones of all time, okay? A lion is dying. It's an old lion. He's in the front of his cave, and all the animals come around, like the foxes and the hyenas and the rabbits, and they're all taking the piss out of him, and they're laughing at him, and they're laughing and going, "You can't fight us now." Kind of. And just before he dies, he goes, "Fine, but I was a lion once." What does that mean?
Don't know.
Well, he's saying it's better to have lived and had what I had, because I was great, if only for a short time, and you lot are still alive, but you're nothing. You're rabbits and hares. I was a lion once, so you know.
Are they always using animals for these stories?
Well, yeah, I could change it to refrigerators and household appliances if it would make it help, but animals, you know.
I remember the one about being ill a lot, and you say something about
Go on.
you know, if you keep doing that, if you keep having time off, well, I won't believe you.
That's the boy who cried wolf. Is that right? Yeah. Do you know that one?
Have you heard the famous one? This is probably the most powerful one. When you're pulling a face, and they say, well, if you keep doing that, the wind changes.
I've heard
You'll stay like that. Because you know that's scientifically proven.
That is.
That can happen.
That can happen.
Should we have hip hop hooray?
Yeah.
Are you queued up for that?
No, but go on, you...
Carl, sort it out, mate.
I was going to...
No, come on, this is what I asked you to play, mate. If you've not, you know, you're getting too big for your boots now with your showbiz lifestyle. You're not paying attention, are you? You're not playing the record if we want you to play it.
Heat magazine's favourite.
Yeah. Okay, so,
Oh, you dropped that.
the CD now. That's clumsy.
Oh.
You know, you're, you know, with the big
I can't believe you're not... Oh, fables are great.
He's not impressed, is he, Rick?
No, I am. I mean, you know, once I take this book home tonight and that, have a read, I might change my mind on them next week.
You're coming all stressed.
I'm not impressed with the ones you've been talking about, I must admit.
Okay. Coldplay, The Scientist on XFM 104.9. Right, competition, isn't it?
No, it's Educating Ricky Part 2.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
I wasn't even listening. He's doing all the work, I wasn't even listening. I want to spill some water down on that. Right, what's this one again then?
Right.
What's the teaser headline?
Teaser headline is, What's Tomato with You?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Go on then. How excited were you when you came up with that? You couldn't wait to come in and tell us, could you?
I think it's a good one because you won't forget it now, will you? I mean, like the worm one. What's so special about the worm?
You know, a lot of people think that if you cut a worm in half, 2 worms will grow, but no. What happens is if you cut the head end slightly nearer the tail than the tail will die, but the worm with the head will be okay. So, it's exploded a myth, and it taught me something.
Right, so the second one, part 2 of educating Ricky. What's tomato with you?
Yeah.
What this one's about is, ages ago...
It's scientific.
There's never a date. There's never a country, a location.
Okay, settle down, children. This is A-level history. Right.
Once upon a time.
Yeah. When a mental place with swords was a king. Forget his name, but he was a loony. So, and it was literally ages ago. Yeah. So, good luck in the exam. Yeah.
Right. So, like, you know, all right, many years ago.
Oh, yeah, cleared that up. Go on.
They thought tomatoes were poisonous. Right?
Okay.
Because what
Hold on, are they going to be proved wrong at the end of this story?
Well,
because I don't want to give away the ending, but is it something to do with the... Are they poisonous tomatoes?
No.
Oh, you're having a laugh.
I don't believe it.
Go
on.
They could have been eating tomatoes all this time.
Oh, Steve, what's tomato with you anyway?
Okay, so hang on a minute.
Let's
just recap quickly. Many years ago, when people thought tomatoes were poisonous.
Yeah.
Go on,
Well, they didn't know they were poisonous then because they were still eating them. But what was happening?
Well, they're not.
But they're not poisonous.
But hang on a minute.
All right, and it's not. I'm just going to listen. I'm not even going to talk.
Okay, I'm not going to tackle it.
So, if you remember, years ago they didn't have like pottery plates. They had lead plates. Right?
What are you talking?
Just let him talk.
Sorry, what year is this?
Let him talk.
Come on.
Plates made out of lead, and what they'd end up doing, they'd say, right, do you want a tomato? And they'd go, yeah, all right. And they'd put the tomato on the lead plate and cut it. And because of the acid in the tomato, right, it would sort of make the lead runny, and the lead would go into the tomato, and they'd say, oh, it's lovely this, and they'd be eating it. They'd get food poisoning, lead poisoning, what have you, and they'd be really ill. So they thought tomatoes were poisonous, so they didn't eat them for many years.
And when you say they, do you mean the people of Narnia?
Yeah, this didn't happen.
Where was this happening?
Sort of in Britain and that.
You put him on the spot there. Oh, I hope there's no uppity pupils at this school when they go, what do you mean, sir? Oh, if you're going to... Oh, I'm fed up with you.
Do you understand?
No.
So the
No, you've got... No, right, okay, first of all, Carl, where'd you get this information from?
Where
14
did I get
times
that?
as well?
Do you know...
You can't remember?
I don't know where I got that from. I don't know where I got it from. But why don't you think that makes sense?
But what? Someone once got lead poisoning from a tomato?
Not just one, loads, and then all of a sudden... No.
Why is this educating me?
Because I'm telling you that tomatoes...
I can't take anything away from this. Yeah. I don't know what to take away from this. What have I learned? Don't mix lead with tomatoes. Why is this educational in any shape or form? What are you telling me? A long time ago in the land of Glunk, right, where the ninnies did slib, right, they thought tomatoes were poisonous because they ate plates of lead. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but we all know tomatoes aren't poisonous.
Is that what we're taking from the story?
Is that the moral of the story? Don't believe these people that I'd never heard of before. What are you talking about, Carl?
I think it's a bit weird.
It's a bit weird, yeah.
It's the same people that were spreading those malicious worm rumours.
My hangover's coming back. I've got to get some water. Play a record that was rubbish. There's that one that a bloke, right, was going to get a phone call at 4:00 to find out if his business was, okay, right? And if he didn't get the phone call, he knew he was broke, destitute. So dead on 4:00, the phone didn't ring. So he went up to the roof of his office and he jumped off to commit suicide. And as he was passing his window, the phone was ringing.
Oh no.
Carl, it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Think it through.
Who told that story? Who told that story? As he hit the pavement at 120 miles an hour.
He's the only person who could have known that series of incidents.
Also, why didn't
And
he
he's
wait?
dead.
As his life's at stake, why didn't he wait till 5 past? I said, I'm going to give it 5 minutes just in
Just
case.
in case the lines are busy.
Yeah. And what sort of bloke goes, I'll call you at 4, okay, if your business... Well, call me anyway. No. If I don't call exactly 4, then, no, you commit suicide. Commit suicide. I would, because if I don't call at 4, that's the end of it. Well, call me anyway. No, that's not the way I work. Why can't you just call me and tell me the other way? Well, I'm telling you how I do it. If you're bust, I don't call. Can't you just call to verify in case someone goes wrong? What if it's engaged? It won't be engaged. Just commit suicide at 4, please. It didn't happen, Carl. This is the Best Of Show on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Stephen Merchant.
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying the Best Of. I know what you're thinking. If this is the best, my Christ, what was the rest like? Well, we'll be back in a week's time, so you can... judge it for yourself live. But anyway, in the meantime, this is one of the best clips I've ever heard.
Oh, I'm laughing just thinking about what it might be.
XFM 104.9, I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Steve.
Well, we were talking about the news just now, and there was a story I heard in the week. I think it was on the radio, and I don't know all the details. But what I heard was that a number of, I think it was Falkland, maybe Gulf War veterans, were, I think, suing or complaining to the government because they wanted compensation for post-traumatic stress disorder. Now, I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but it seems to me that if you're in the army and you're a soldier, a certain degree of trauma is kind of inevitable. I mean, after all, if you're any good at your job, you are going to see people getting killed. So I don't understand what the ins and outs of it are. I don't know why.
Nobody came back and Tony Blair met him and go, all right, well, not really, no. Go on, what's the matter? Well, there was people shooting at us and everything, it was all muddy. Well, calm down, don't cry. Well, I will cry.
There was a drill sergeant just kept shouting, saying, "Look at you, stupid boy, where's this
he's
gun's
got
not
a
clean?"
train,
I
hasn't
just
he?
cleaned the gun and it was fine, and now he's telling me to clean it again.
Yeah, and the boots, they were shiny.
fine, he was
Well, he's
showing.
got to do that, it's more
His
distant.
neck was as big as his head.
Well, yeah, but you don't know what they...
I don't know what the ins and outs of it are, but...
what you got to do is make sure you know what you're going into. That's what I do. You got to check the small print. So if I was, going over to like the Falklands or the Gulf, I'd put my hand and go, will it be horrible? I go, you hit the back, yes. Will it be horrible? It will be horrible. Yes, it will be horrible. There will be shooting and lots of death and everything. I go, right. I'm not going to go. And they go,
Exactly.
okay then. Okay.
That should be fine. Yeah.
Should be fine. Yeah, just like that. Is anyone else scared about this? Pretty much all of us. Okay, then we won't send anyone then.
Exactly.
My brother went into the army, right? Because he couldn't get a normal job, and my dad said, if you don't get a job by such a date, that's it, son. You're going in the army. And so when was the Falklands? Was it about
81,
right? And he joined back in like 81 or something. And he I don't know, he was in Aldershot or something.
Oh yeah.
And he wrote back to my mum saying, a bad time to join, bad time in this. So she wrote.
What bad time? Join, that's so sweet, Carl, isn't it? That's like, dear Dad, yeah, well done.
Don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, I was on the dole, that's for sure. Thank you for joining. A month before the Belgrano.
Anyway,
go on.
My mum called up, spoke to the sergeant, and said, "Can you leave him out of this one?"
Can you leave him out of this one? What, the Falkland War?
He's only just joined, and she called him Chuck, which he got done for. Like, she's one of them, I think it's a northern thing, like saying, "How are you, Chuck?"
Yeah.
And she called the sergeant Chuck, and the sergeant said to, like, my brother, "Your mum, she's called up and asked if you can not go," which, of course, we'll see how it goes. But can you
What?
tell
What
her?
do you mean? Why did the sergeant even entertain this?
Well,
Pilkington, come here. Your mum's been giving me a bit of earache. Now listen, tell her I've told you, but can you call her, because she called me Chuck and everything. Can you call her and say you don't mind? Well, not really. Oh, please, because I've promised her say you want to go. No, please, say you want to go. Why was he entertaining this phone call?
because he was new to the army, I suppose.
Who? No, I mean the
you're right.
sergeant.
I don't know. Maybe they do that.
So what happened? He didn't go in the end?
So he didn't go, no.
You can't do it.
that's ludicrous.
I love it, though. Okay, we went over the top. Pilkington, I've got a note. Yeah. Is this really your mum? Yeah. Okay, no, this seems to be in order.
Because I noticed it says, I do not want to go into the army, I don't want to go and fight, and it's crossed out and it's good, mum says don't
Yeah.
go. Now, you didn't write this yourself.
No, my mum wrote this. Okay,
You definitely wrote this yourself.
Your excuse. You're going to have to fill envelopes.
No, I'm sure if he was needed, he would have had to go, but I think they made a bit of a special effort. They sort of said, oh.
Well, it wasn't conscription anyway. Oh no, I was seeing.
Were the other soldiers going around just going,
Pilkington?
No, he ended up being a mechanic in there, and he got kicked out for going for a packet of fags in a tank.
what?
No, wait a minute. Do you mean he nipped down the shops in a tank?
Yeah.
I don't believe that, Carl. You've
Honest to
made that.
God, that, and he went off with the sergeant's wife. So that didn't help, and he ended up getting kicked out.
Sorry, your brother's a genius.
I love this. First of all, he gets a call from his mum, going, let him up. He goes, oh, God. Then he goes, where's Pilkington? His mum's on the phone. Where is he? He's near your house, Sergeant. Near my house? Well, why is... No reason. Well, when he comes back, when he's finished, tell him his mum called. And can he get me a packet of fags? Tell him to walk this time.
Wow.
This is ludicrous.
So the sergeant found out that he was sleeping with his wife?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Did your mum phone up and say, let him off? No,
Let him off this
marshal him.
time. Can he... Yeah. That's fantastic.
But he misses it. I mean, I haven't seen him for about 11 years. But ever since he came out, he's just kept getting into trouble and that. And the army, you know, people slag it off. But I think if you're a certain type of person, it's good for
It
you.
didn't straight him either. How did it?
No.
He was going down the shops in a tank. He was shagging someone
No, but
behind their back.
it's really weird. It's like back then, he was like a proper adult and he had a house and he collected crystal with his wife and that. And now, he hasn't got any of that.
Has he got the wife?
No.
Has he got the crystal?
Don't think he has.
And he hasn't got the
I
house.
seriously haven't seen him for about 11 or 12 years.
Oh,
so I haven't even spoken to him.
Carl's stories always start off nice and funny, and then they just leave me empty and slightly depressed. I don't know whether to hug him or shoot him, put him out of his misery. Can we take Carl to the... phone in if you think I should take Carl to the vets and have him put down, because it's just too stressful. Carl's getting very excited, as we all are, about his new... Should we let him do a little taster for us?
Well, I'm very excited about it. I mean,
So the gist of it, what is it? What is it exactly?
Right.
Is it a game show or is it a competition?
It's just, I just thought it's something that, you know, you can play and also people at home can take part in it.
now, would they phone in about this, or they can just play at home while they're listening?
They can just play at home.
Okay.
You mean we haven't got any prizes?
No, there isn't.
No, I think we could get him to phone in, maybe.
Well, I don't know. Let's hear the game idea first.
Yeah.
Right, it's music related.
Okay.
Good.
And what I do is I sort of tell a little story,
Okay.
and that story makes up a song title.
All right. Well, it sounds ambitious.
So,
Is it a cryptic clue?
could be. Say like this, right?
Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me.
Say like this.
Right.
This woman, right, she's pregnant. You know the answer to this one, so don't be saying anything. This is just aimed at Steve.
Okay.
Right. This woman has a baby.
Yeah.
She's pregnant, has a baby, and the doctor's there in the hospital, going, "Oh yeah, you've got a lovely little baby
Oh,
here.
you told me that this is... Oh, this guy.
Got a lovely little baby. It's just coming out now. You'll be able to see it in a minute, and it's like covered in gunk and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's going, yeah, it's nearly here. It's coming out. I see its little head and that, and he gets hold of it, and it's full of all this gunk, right?
The baby's full of gunk.
Yeah, like the
Covered in gunk or full of gunk?
covered in it.
Right.
And he goes, here you go, get hold of your baby, and he drops it.
Right.
What song's that?
There's so much irrelevance there, Steve. I can't tell you. It's not a cryptic clue. It's not a cryptic clue. Because only... I mean, the gist of it is relevant.
That isn't the best one. That's just...
Right. I mean, there is just... There's things there that you were dwelling on and thinking of puns. Don't. Just go for gut instinct. What was it? What was that?
Right, I just need to try and get the basics of this. There's a woman, she's pregnant, she has a baby.
Yeah.
The baby's covered in gunk.
Yeah.
Right.
And because of the gunk, the doctor drops the baby.
Yeah.
And that's all I need to know.
Yeah, that is all you need to know. Yeah. The pregnancy is largely irrelevant.
Okay, what are the key elements?
It's the birth and the doctor dropping it that are the irrelevant. The relevant
birth
thing.
and the dropping of the baby.
Yeah.
I've absolutely no idea. I can't even begin to guess.
Think about what's happened here.
Oh, Carl,
She's had a
isn't-
baby, the
Please.
doctor's trying to deliver it. He's saying it's a nice little baby you've got here.
This is all irrelevant. This is all irrelevant. Right, let me tell you this. So just to be fair to Steve, he can get into your mind. Right, this is not a traditional cryptic clue, logical problem or other. This is Carl. What song am I thinking of? Right, that is Underworld, Born Slippy.
I have to say, actually, that makes textbook sense.
Yeah.
No, that does actually. No,
Do you
I'm
like all
sorry.
do you like all the story about it's all right, you can see it in him, and it always just covered in gunk. Yeah.
No, I agree there is some extraneous detail, but I have to say that
Born was good because it was that's the look of it was. Born was good, yeah.
And Born Slippy, no, I was quite impressed by that, Carl. I have to say, no, to be fair to you, I'm not just patronising you.
Oh, well, wow.
I actually think that was really good, and I disrespect Ricky Gervais for slagging that off, because I actually think that was quite good.
Well, let's go ahead with it then.
I feel we could maybe open this up to email correspondence or
okay,
or the
let's
phone
go
lines.
for it then. Okay, this is Karl Pilkington's new game show idea. It's
Just what's the song?
Karl Pilkington presents What's the Song? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Mr. Karl Pilkington.
There's a fella who was in a coma for 20 years. Just they kept like taking him through like the normal day. They take him to Alton Towers and stuff. Doesn't know anything about it. Just kept going through the motions. Don't know if they kept charging him. Kept putting him through all that. He eventually came out of it. 20 years.
And went, stop taking me to Alton Towers, it's shit.
I just thought, imagine how much post he had.
Eh?
How much post?
Oh,
Did you read about that guy in the paper, Carl? He, sorry, on the internet. He in about, I think it was about 1984, 85, he had a terrible car accident.
But this must be it.
He went into a coma.
This must be what he's talking about.
Well, they didn't take him to Alton Towers.
Of course they didn't. But you've got to try and decipher the truth from the conjecture, from the thing that I mean, don't forget, Karl realises that he's had a dream. He talks to Suzanne and goes, that was good, wasn't it, last night we were in the plane? She goes, no, that's a dream. He goes, oh yeah, where's my cornflakes? You got to, you know what I mean? I can now decipher what he's actually seen, what he's read.
Well, go on, what did you...
Well, I'm assuming it's the same guy.
It is the same guy.
It was a guy in some small American town, and he'd had a car crash, and he'd gone into a coma, and his wife had left him. She'd gone on with her life, because he'd been in a coma since then, and he had just woken up recently.
Marriage wasn't working.
Marriage wasn't working. He just wasn't paying enough attention. He actually had. She was pregnant at the time, and so now his daughter is basically the same age as he was when he went into the coma, and he's just started coming around. He's just started making jokes. They said, "How do you feel?" He said, "Horny," which I thought was quite witty for a man who'd been in a coma for however many years. But anyway, yeah. So he's slowly trying to rebuild what life he can.
That's
what do you make
interesting.
of that though? Because the thing is that he's missed. Imagine what he's missed, Carl. Imagine the music that he's missed. The
Live
TV
Aid.
programs,
Missed
the
Live
news.
Aid.
Live Aid. He
He missed
The
Phil
Spice
Collins
Girls.
playing in 2 continents in one day.
Which, frankly, I'd be devastated if I discovered that.
Missed
happened.
Bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't. So he put on ripped jeans and they go passe.
They just have to send him a series of those I Love 1986
Exactly.
programs with Kate Thornton filling him in on what he's missed.
Exactly. Peter Kay reminding him of space operas.
Yeah,
he
Richard
remembers
Blackman
those.
talking rubbish.
Yeah. So,
Extraordinary though, isn't it, Carl, to think? No, obviously.
So,
not.
had he aged much? Because he hadn't had any problems or anything, no worries.
well,
Is that
he probably wouldn't have physiologically. He probably wouldn't have the wear and tear of a 43-year-old man
Was that a good
because
kid?
he wouldn't have had sun. He wouldn't have had sort of nicotine, beer.
Unless they were just feeding that to him.
Yeah, anyway,
To try and
still.
bring him round.
Yeah, yeah. So
You'd feel groggy though, wouldn't you?
yeah, you might feel a bit groggy. Yeah, yeah,
Well, he's not fully back to normal. I mean, there's
No,
some
it's-
kind of residual brain damage.
yeah.
But nevertheless, he can form sentences. He's got no real memory, so he can't remember a lot of things.
It was just when I saw
Carl,
that.
have you been in an accident?
You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted. Okay, what's the next one? What's the educating
Well,
Ricky?
I don't know. See, like I say, I was looking around and there's stuff that is interesting. Right, I was looking on the web.
But there's no point.
Well, it's just that I found one about
What's the point?
about a lad who 8 years old,
Yeah.
but he's still breastfed. Now, I don't know if you can get anything out of that.
Is that what his mum said?
So,
What do you mean? I don't know if I can get anything out of that. You don't need to.
No, it's just that, you know,
Where did you read that?
that was on the internet.
Oh, well, yeah.
You're always unspecific when you mention it. It's just it was on the internet.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what I put in. I think I put in Y to see if I'd confuse a computer. And then,
Carl, you are.
no,
No, honestly.
I did a search, put in why, and it came up with funny things that, like, why is this person doing that? Why is that? And it had a picture of this 8-year-old lad, sort of, on his mum's nipple, and it was saying, is this healthy?
You sure that wasn't asking you that question?
What? I put in why? Just to confuse the computer. Like, the computer go, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
yeah.
Last week, I was walking home with him, and I went, he was saying something stupid, and I went, I've got a competition for next week. Let's do a phone-in, and it's called Karl Pilkington, Genius or Fool.
Yeah.
Right? And he went, No. I went, why not? He went, well, it'd be confusing because they say there's no difference between genius and being a fool.
We do that, don't we?
No, but it's rubbish. And people say there's a fine line between madness and genius. And, it's a ridiculous soundbite. They don't say there's a fine line between a genius and an idiot.
Well, the people who do are idiots.
Yeah.
So what would you do there, though, just to sort of wrap that little thing up? What would you do? That lad loves his mum's milk.
What are you asking me to come up with?
No, I'm
A
just...
title for the story?
No. It's just what would you do? Right?
What do you mean, what would I do?
Well, it's causing a bit of a problem in the area, right?
What area?
In America, I think it was.
Oh, America are a problem, are they? George Bush is worried about this kid who's breastfeeding at 8.
Imagine it like this, right?
Right. No, so, Carl, what are you asking me? About this spurious story you saw on the internet?
I saw on the internet, there's an 8-year-old lad, he likes his mum's milk, and he's saying, is this right? Should it
No,
be
it's
going
not.
on?
But what
What do you want Ricky to do about it? It's not his responsibility.
Yeah.
No, but the little town that he lives in, they're all causing an uproar, right? Going, this isn't right. I can't let my kid play out in case he's in the garden with his mum getting a bit hungry, right? So,
Oh, God.
what should they do? Because his mum's saying, well, he likes it.
Yeah.
And he, what do you do?
I don't know the laws.
No, but I'm not asking you to sort out the laws. I'm just saying, if you lived in that neighbourhood, what would you say? If you went up to him and said, look, everyone's getting a bit fed up with this, look.
I'd say, what would I do? What do you mean, what would I do? What are you asking me?
Right, it doesn't matter.
No. What are you asking me? What are you asking me and Steve and the
I'm
public?
just saying, say if you live next door to this woman,
Yeah.
right? The kid's hungry, 8 years old. He's out playing on his bike and he goes, Mum, I'm getting a bit peckish. And he goes, all right, son. She whops one out. And he starts having his milk, right? You live next door, you're putting your washing out and you see this going on. You're getting a bit sick of it because it's gone on for months.
8 years, I assume.
Why is it your business? Why are you such a nosy neighbour that you're concerned?
What would you do, Carl? Let's turn it back on him.
Yeah.
What would you do?
What's your solution?
What would you do?
Well, I thought I'd say, right, why are you doing this? And she'd say, because he likes it. And I go, all right then, put it in a bowl first.
And you think that would sort that out?
No, because I was thinking about the whole thing, right? And you do that when you're a baby and everything's all right, innit?
Yeah.
No one bats an eyelid at a little baby having a bit of milk from its mum's breast, right?
Yeah.
You'd almost say it was natural.
But you grow out of it. It's like you don't see. It got me thinking about things you don't see. And you don't see.
Did you put this into a computer? Show me things you don't see.
What else don't you see?
Well, you don't see like an old man having a Twix. You never. So what?
You know the terrible thing about all this, Steve, is he's right.
You don't see an old
No,
man
I
eating a
know
Twix.
that's a terrible thing.
So what they have got, right? They've made old man toffees, haven't they? They've come up with Gervais.
Is that a song? Oh God! You don't see it.
So they've got their Werthers, right?
Yeah.
So
Look at him. You think
Forget
he's
it.
giving a lecture at Oxford?
it's not going anywhere.
No, go on. Sorry. Go on.
I'm just saying.
Right.
You grow out of things.
Yeah.
And the old man, I'm sure when he was a kid, he'd have a Twix.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't look right. So he's having...
It doesn't look right.
So,
Right. I don't think Werther's originals were specially designed for old people. I think they were sweets that just happened to have been made for years. That's why old people eat them.
Yeah.
They didn't go, hang on, there's a market here. I've noticed old people aren't eating Twixes. Quick, let's make some old man sweets.
But the little advert, he gives it to his grandson as well, doesn't he? He goes, I have a Werther's original.
I think it cuts, though, before he throws it back in his face and goes, get me a Twix.
I used to sell mackerel.
Did you?
Yeah, I had a pet magpie
Did you?
called Maggie.
Oh, pet
Inventive.
magpie. You mean you captured it and didn't let it go away?
Yeah.
Can't have a pet magpie.
But then it got really vicious. I mean,
Well, it was
quite
like,
nasty.
it's been let me go. What do you keep it in, a rabbit hutch?
No, it flew around, but it used to just like come to me all the time. But then it started pecking me head and stuff.
That's not a pet magpie. That's a bird in the garden.
No, but I could actually, I could hold it and stuff. It wasn't scared of me, and it knew it was me. It used to come down from like the top.
It hated you. That's why it wanted to peck you. Is that?
And the other thing, I always remember being younger and like walking through the woods to school with my mum, and like, I was chasing a butterfly, and she said, "Oh, don't do that, Carl." I said, "Why?" She said, "Because they only live a day." I said, "Oh, all right, I'll get a dead one in the morning."
That's genius.
That's great. That's quick thinking, isn't it? Oh.
No, that's sweet. Let's play a song.
Oh. Carl's all flustered because there isn't a record set up, and he's getting all tizzy. He's been more worried about his competitions than sorting out putting records on ready. What?
I'm after Steve's song for a lover.
Well, I'll tell you what. You why didn't you carry on with your educating Ricky section? I'll have a look on the
We'll
CD.
keep it going, Steve.
Yeah, you
Cover it.
keep
Go
it
on.
flip.
Go on then. Right. Okay. We've had a few emails. Anyone got it right, Carl? Anyone?
Educating Ricky. That's the final one. We've got to get that out of the way.
We've got to get Rockbusters as well, though.
do that at the end. We can whip.
Go on then.
But we've only got 5 minutes left.
Come on, just do educating Ricky.
Right.
God.
The last one that we haven't done
Right.
is he's a bit of a nuisance.
Go on then.
Again, not really that interesting.
Thanks.
Telling you this one because
Come on,
To be
just
honest-
do it. Or do it now.
Steve, how we doing?
Look, no, never mind that. Look, just tell me what that means. Oh, he's a nuisance. Oh, this is so annoying, Carl. I'm going to go mental.
Right,
Talk.
Right. Listen, I'm just putting
Right.
this in here. Right, nuisance is a bit of a nuisance.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Yeah.
the old fella who used to hang people.
1800s.
Yeah. He used to be able to tell somebody's weight just by looking at them. Right? That's a bit of a bonus fact.
We'll be the judge of that.
The thing that I wanted to tell you is money for old rope. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't even be bothered.
Yes, you're going to tell me now. Come on, Carl. I mean it.
Basically, money for old rope came from the right.
What was all that about? He can tell someone's weight. What was
That's a
that
bonus
for?
fact.
And blind blessed shitting himself. What are you? What? Look, no, tell me that now. You nearly made me swear. Then, I'm getting really annoyed. I'm getting really annoyed now. Tell me this back, Carl, or I'm going to go mental.
Come on, Carl. Time's running out.
More that people years ago, when people used to be hung, right?
Right.
If you didn't like the person who's been hung, you'd go, God, I really don't like him, and so you never forget the
Because
time.
even
when
if they're being hung, we take that as read.
Yeah. So they never forget afterwards to get the hangman to get the rope and to cut it up into little pieces, and he'd sell them. He'd sell the little pieces of rope to people. And
Carl, that's the most interesting thing, if it's true, that you've come up with.
Right. Okay. And so so they sell the rope.
they sell the rope, and it's money for old rope.
Money for old rope.
Meaning, like, you know, God, it's easy to make money. That all they have to do is cut it up and sell it.
I'm cynical.
I'm not so convinced.
Listen, we're really tight. We haven't even got time for a last track. We've got an ad break, and we've got to give out.
Okay, give the answers then. This is
Right.
ridiculous.
All right, this is Carl, the producer of Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant on XFM 104.9. We're playing out some of the best bits. Hope you're enjoying it. Here's another one. I've got that feature Educating Ricky, which is a bit of a play on words as well. Right? Do you know the film, Steve?
Educating Rita.
Yeah.
I see what you've done. Go
I'm
on.
doing that, and I teach Ricky stuff.
What do you teach me, Carl?
Well, I've got a few different topics.
Go on.
Do you know, like how you taught me about Hitler and Che Guevara and Winston Churchill? Mm-hmm. I'm going to come in with topics every week, and this week I've got
Ghosts?
hanging bacon is one of the topics.
Say that again.
Hanging bacon.
Hanging bacon.
All the titles.
Francis Bacon.
No, all the titles are sort of named to sort of tease you and get you more interested in it.
Hanging bacon. Well, you've certainly intrigued.
Go on, what's another title one?
Hairy Chinese kid.
I'd go for that one.
If there was a university degree with that title.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go for Hairy Chinese Kid, I
The
think.
final one.
Yeah.
Alien gives man a beard.
Right.
Alien gives man a beard.
I am going to burst. Right, listen, Carl, you've got to tell me. Right, first, right, let's do it in reverse
No,
order.
we're not going to do it now anyway.
What do you mean? We've got to do it now. I mean, this is the first interesting thing you've said in an hour. Okay, the listeners have just been subjected to rubbish and mistakes and everything for the last 6 months. Please, we've got to do Alien Gives Man a Beard. What is that? Tell us that.
Right.
Sorry, this is just you telling me something, is it? This feature is you telling me something.
Teaching you something. Educating Ricky.
So are we playing it now? We're already into this feature. Well into this feature, are we?
Yeah, I suppose we are, yeah.
Should there not be a jingle or something?
Yeah, can we have a
There's
jingle?
no point, because look, I come up with ideas and you dismiss them straight away, so I'm not wasting my time making stuff.
Right.
If you don't like
well, okay,
it.
let's play Educating Ricky.
Right.
Brilliant. Go. Right.
So-
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Educating Ricky.
Right, what are we going for then? Hanging the bacon, Hairy Chinese kid, Alien Gives Man a Beard.
I think Alien gives man a beard.
I'd like
all
to
the
do
time.
that.
Right, there's this fellow, I think it happened in America, and he saw a bright light in the sky. And
God, if you're bored.
he stood there.
This is a true story, is it?
Yeah. He stood there,
Yes, of course it isn't, Steve.
and he saw this bright light, and it came closer and closer, and it was a UFO, right?
Yep.
And he looked at it, and it disappeared, right? And he gets back in his car,
He looks in the mirror.
and he looks in the mirror.
Yep.
He's only got a beard.
He hasn't.
You sure it wasn't someone else who got in the car and he was still standing out there?
Right?
What?
And it turned out,
Yeah.
he got home and said to his wife or his girlfriend, it's a bit weird. So I just got out of the car to look at a bright light, and I got back in the car, I grew a beard, and she said, never mind your beard, where have you been for 3 days? And what had happened is...
He passed out because he was pissed.
No. The UFO had taken him for 3 days.
Yeah.
But he'd only thought that he'd only looked at it and it went away.
Yeah.
But what had happened is he
yeah.
took him and
Yeah.
he grew a beard because he hasn't had a shave.
Right, okay. I mean, was Will Smith or Tommy Lee Jones anything to do with this at all? Did you see this on a video maybe and thought it was an educational film?
No, it's from a book that some kind person sent in to me. Here.
Can I just ask again, just again, I'm just throwing this right back at you. Do you think there's any other possible answer here? Right? A man is absent for 3 days from home.
He's
the
grown a
length
beard.
of time that it could take to grow a beard, lest we forget. What if he hadn't actually seen a bright light in the sky?
What if he was
he'd been
lying? What if
drunk?
he was lying?
He'd got knocked unconscious. He'd had a car crash.
Just
any number
lying.
of other
No,
things.
just lying.
Or he was just lying.
Yeah, he'd been on a bender, getting pissed for 3
Yeah,
days
and that
with
was
his
his
mates.
excuse to his wife.
And they went, Dennis, what are you going to tell your wife?
Well, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
You're not going to believe I was out with you, lads.
Just say you're only away for a minute. No, I wasn't away from it because of the beard. Oh yeah, look, it looks like you've been out for 3 days. Well, we have. That's
Exactly.
right. Okay, we've got to cover that then. Alien abduction.
Great one.
Okay, let's try that.
Do you see? That's a little scenario there that could have been played.
So when you say educating Ricky, what have I learnt from this? Never listen to you again. That's all I've learnt so far. Never listen to you.
Yeah, we'll add a little bit more in here, right? To
Well,
spice this
no.
up.
What do you mean? Add a little bit more.
We'll add a bit more to this what I'm educating you about.
Go on.
Right? There's only a law in America that says if you touch a UFO, you're going to get done. Now, why would they make a rule? I don't know that. Do you know, like, all their rules have a code?
Carl, I genuinely do not know what you're talking about.
Right. Do you know, like, how here they might have...
Do you know
I
what?
have no idea.
Right.
Okay.
Do you know, like, over here...
I'm listening to Capital and these headphones. I got Foxy on from yesterday.
Right, let's bin that.
No, wait, it's great. No,
I want to hear about Hairy Chinese Kid.
let's play a tune. And
Okay,
then come
play a
back
tune.
with
Come back with
Chinese
Chinese
Kid.
Kid, definitely.
Some doors.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just thought I'd go back,
Oh.
take it back to the 60s. This is a tune that a friend of mine sent
If
me.
you touch UFO, you get done.
Soul Kitchen from the Doors.
Shambles today, this. We talked about it before. Do you know the little mouse that had an ear on its back?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. Well, you thought he had a bad time, right? Listen to this one. Mouse walking about with us sort of wearing a monkey's testicle. They're just having a laugh. This is what I mean about a lot of scientists. What are they doing? When's that going to come in handy?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, they were seeing if, say if a fella loses one, right?
Yeah.
Hitler or whatever. And they go, well, don't worry about it. We can sort you out. I don't know what the monkey's going to do. I don't know if they keep passing them on or whatever. But the actual monkey testicle was put on the mouse. And it worked. It worked for the mouse.
But isn't it? I mean, isn't a monkey's testicle quite large in relation to a mouse? Would it not look like the mouse was on a space hopper or something?
Oh yeah, it didn't look good.
Well, they didn't put it where its testicles would be.
No, they did.
They put it. Well, how could it walk then? The ear was on his back, so he could just get about.
Well, I don't know. But
Well, you don't know, do you? You just guessed. Did they grow the monkey's testicles where the mouse
Well, it
testicles
looked
would?
stupid anywhere else, though, wouldn't it?
Oh, whereas a mouse with monkey testicles, that's fine.
You'd be showing off. You'd be all right. I'd prefer that than the ear.
When that mouse gets put back in with the other mice, do the other mice go, George, you look different. Have you had anything done?
But the weird thing is, as well, apparently it still works as a monkey.
What?
So,
what
like
are you talking about?
Like the sperm and that was it was still sort of monkey.
Of course
sperm.
it was. What are you talking about?
Well, that's weird.
But what, Carl? What? But what? It's only a thing to give it nutrients. That's all the thing they're testing. It's like grafting at that level. Right. What's your question? Because I'm right. What do you think? It would change eventually. It would have changed into a mouse testicle because it had been hanging round a mouse for so long.
No, I thought the actual sperm of it though would be a mouse's.
Why?
Because it's hanging off a mouse.
No, but your sperm is actually created in the testicles.
So
that's why it has to be outside your body. Otherwise, we put them in a nice little cage.
But I'm guessing then that they've done this operation so that they can do it to humans. Yeah. Why would I want a monkey testicle if my kids are going to be monkeys? What use is it?
No, think. That's no.
That's going to happen anyway, Carl.
Yeah, but think. Think of what you're saying. They've grown a monkey testicle on a mouse to see if it would still function as a monkey's testicle, okay? So they can do that to humans. So think.